Welcome to Alignment Hour with Align Athlete. I'm Mark Teesmeyer Hook. I'm an exercise physiologist, personal trainer, registered dietitian, and the creator of the Glute Activator. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to talk about what misalignment is, the Glute Activator, and how it fixes some of the most common things we see, especially from people who sit a lot, and the three most common misalignments that people have in their bodies. Ready? Let's do it. A lot of us are thinking about New Year's resolutions, and for many of us, that involves some fitness component. So, why is it that we see gyms are really crowded on January 2nd and not so crowded by January 30th? I'm going to propose that it's not because people lack motivation, but rather what I see year after year is people run into roadblocks. They have a lot of pain during their exercise, or a lot of soreness after, or worse yet, they get injured. And part of that is because we go into exercise misaligned and we power through anyways. It's like starting a road trip with a flat tire. Think about it, you're not going to get very far unless you address that misalignment in your car and its ability to drive. Well, the body is very similar. For most people, we see that their pelvis is a little bit off kilter. One leg is a little longer, a lot like that misaligned tire, and the sacrum has shifted from all of the sitting that we do. And that causes muscles in the body to not work like a well-oiled machine, but rather a not well-oiled machine, clunky and inefficient. The glute activator fixes one of the most common misalignments, which is from the sitting that we do, the sacrum bone, which is right here at the lower part of the spine, gets shifted upward, sometimes outward, sometimes inward. And that results in the glute muscles, the glute max, the glute min, and the glute med, not firing perfectly. It's not that they don't work at all, it's that they work intermittently, more like a flickering light or a light that's down on a dimmer switch. The result of that is a lot of times we have lower back pain, knee pain, hip pain. So I'm going to teach you how the glute activator will balance out the sacrum and a 1 minute technique that you can do with it that helps to get your sacrum into the right place so that the nerves can fire well and the muscles can operate perfectly for you so that your New Year's resolutions go a lot smoother. Here's how that works. You take the glute activator, and first of all, you're going to put it on that sacrum bone, which for guys, it's going to be just a little bit underneath the belt line, right about there in the center of the body. We do this in lying down. So I'm going to show you lying down on the mat and have you come right behind me here. Lying down like this with your cheek on the floor, you're going to place that glute activator on the sacrum, anchor it into the body with just a couple pounds of pressure, and glide downward toward your feet with about 4 or 5 pounds of pressure. You breathe deeply and relax that sacrum into position. What this is doing is gently shifting that bone away from the lower back, away from L5, and creating some extra space there. That's a really compressed joint for most people. And it's also balancing out if that sacrum is tilting out of the body or back into the body to allow the glutes to fire better. After a minute of that, you can check out to see if you find that you have better glute activation. Also, internal and external rotation of the hip should feel a little smoother. And you're going to be much more able to run more efficiently, jump, cut as we do in sports, and just get through life, climbing stairs, going for long walks, climbing hills with more glute activation. Everything works better, just like your tires all being at the same pressure in your car. Finally, what are the three misalignments that we see most commonly in our practice? Really simple. The pelvis, which are these two bones here, will rotate one forward, one backwards. That results in one leg being longer than the other, and a lot of times we see that one hip goes a little higher. If you just walk behind people, you'll often see that you can see the shoulders are a little uneven, the hips are a little uneven, kind of like our misalignment man here. Pelvis uneven, shoulders uneven. My team has a sense of humor with their drawings. And then the sacrum, like we just talked about, slides a little bit out of alignment. So one, the pelvis rotates and gets stuck there. Two, the pelvis goes into an escalator where one side's higher than the other. And three, the sacrum bone shifts a little bit diagonally. To fix all of those, we're going to get down on the floor and I'm going to show you some simple moves and stretches to fix those three most common misalignments. Here they are. Lying down on your back, you'll bridge up once to reset your pelvis. Go ahead and take your hands. Most of the time, we put them behind the left leg. Sometimes it's behind the right leg, but I find in 80% of people, it's the left leg. So give this a try and see if it helps you feel better. You're going to push with maybe 10 pounds of pressure into your hands as if your leg is going to push that way, but you're cradling the back of it. And then after 5 seconds, we're going to do that 3 more times, but from different positions. So I just pulled the knee a little tighter into the chest, push for 5 seconds there, 1 more time into the chest, and push still straight forward. We're activating the hamstrings and the glute max to pull the pelvis back into the right place. That's rotation 1, fixing that side. We're going to unrotate the other side by doing the exact opposite, pushing that knee back into the hands, back toward the chest for 5 seconds. Push it a little bit further away. Do that again for 5 seconds. And again, a little further away, pushing back. And I'll teach this trick. I've taught this alignment technique a few times on our channel. The last time, we're going to take the other foot and put it on top of the knee and just pull back toward the chest. You're stopping it with the other foot to get one more angle on that hip flexor. Bridge up. And now let's work on the escalator sacrum where one side's a little higher than the other. We don't know which side's higher, so we're going to stretch both sides. You're going to lie down on your side, prop yourself up on your elbow, right underneath your shoulder, and pull upward and forward like you are dragging yourself forward on the floor, and you feel that pull right here in the lower rib cage. And breathe deeply there, trying to relax. About 30 seconds on that side, then flip over, do the same thing on the second side, like that. We got this great winter light coming into the room. It's nice to see the sun in Michigan in the winter time. But sorry about the glare on the camera here. Finally, grab your glute activator to fix the sacrum, the third misalignment. Again, you're going to place that at the lower edge of your belt line, push into your body with a few pounds of pressure, and push down toward your feet with a couple of pounds of pressure, resting your cheek on the floor. Breathing deeply. 8 to 10 deep breaths. If your neck is particularly tight, go ahead and turn your head after the 4th breath and do the rest of them on that side. You have fibers that go all the way from your sacrum to the back of your head, to your occiput, which can get stretched out nicely by doing this technique. After a minute of that, get on up, move around, see how much more looseness you have at your lower back and your hips. And write us at help@alignathlete.com. Both of you need help, or if these techniques really helped you, we'd like to hear about that success story. That's it for this alignment hour. We do an alignment hour every week or two, right on this the same Zoom link as we're using today. Check our Facebook page for the links. And we would love to hear your stories about how the Glute Activator is working for you. We have a great ambassador program for people who are writing us about their experience with the Glute Activator. We've got some free swag, some Align Athlete t-shirts that we are handing out. We're also giving discounts on new products to our ambassadors. So check out our Facebook page to join that program. Thank you so much for being part of the Align Athlete community.